I've got to do something different. And what I did was I created a whiteboard presentation for someone who was in the paid program with me. She was like, Jay, look, I've not got any results for 3 years. And I thought, okay, 3 years, okay. But I still was able to teach her something. And I think we were all able to teach something. So, from there led to a 5K paid in full client just by teaching. And this is 4 years ago, there was a trust recession. And so it led to me, succeeding in there, being able to um, generate $300,000 in one Facebook group that I don't own. So this is me being interviewed just in December, just by teaching. And yes, there are trust issues. 2026, there is a trust recession, of course. But where I see thing is believing is seeing. Is that correct? Would we say that's correct? Write yes in the chat if you think that's correct, or is it wrong? Believing is seeing. What do we think? Tiffany, is that correct? Like, believing is seeing.
Sure.
Sure, okay, could be. Why'd you say that?
Because I think a lot of people really need to just see the proof.
Okay. No, 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 that's 100%. That's correct. Yeah, believing is seeing. However, today, I don't know whether it's AI or like I'll be enjoying the video and then I'll read the comments, I'll be fooled. People are doubting what they see in 2026. So what I'm finding, believing is seeing, yes, of course it is, but only to an extent. Believing is creating live experiences. So for me, live experiences will trump what people are able to see, which is why the whiteboard method comes in. And what my gift really is helping others to teach, having spent 10 years in classrooms in Japan and in the UK. That's what I think my gift is. Because I know experts are quitting every day because they're not able to have people see their value. I know people are going through divorces and they'd love to be able to support themselves. I know that people are undercharging and they'd love to be able to create their value. I know there's fake gurus that promise and people have spent money. So I'm all about helping people to really, if you're an expert, if you're not an expert, can't really help. But if you are an expert, and that's what's led to this workshop today, this whole essence of people being able to teach, get people in a room like this. It doesn't matter how many people, using a VA to get people in the room, teaching visually. So this is Donna Marie, who's a book coach like Andrea, just mapping out the ideas for her prospects and her prospects saying, yes, I've got the result in advance. And then, being able to do a 25K month, 15K day in December using this. And then the whole element of a Christian coach. I
Gary,
know,
I have a small question.
sorry, just 1 second. Just let me just finish this second. I'll come back to that. Yeah. So that's the whole essence of a Christian coach, like stepping into the whole essence of inviting people, and then live workshop, teaching, using the whiteboard. She was able to sign 3 clients from that room of Christian women, just like Donna, who's a Christian coach. Again, whiteboard workshop, simple element. This works in the French language. Whiteboard workshop. And so that's it. That's the essence of when you teach live, people don't have to think about, I don't trust AI. It's live. And I think it's the live elements of things that help people to enroll clients, because when you do things live, that's where the opportunity comes. So that's it. She did 56K in revenue, 40K collected, 16K. Just the live element of things. And yeah, this has led to me signing 12K paid in full clients, teaching live 13K paid in full clients, just by the whole live element of things. And that's why we're here, to leverage upon that expertise, because this book over here, 10x is easier than 2x. When we 10x the value in the sales process, then all of the people who are competition, because there's no competition really, but the people that the other options are blown out of the water. Why? Because we 10x the value in the sales process by producing results in advance. Cool. Camille, I know you had a question, and then we'll take any other questions, then we'll get into the activities. Camille.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you then.
No worries.
I could not fully understand the relation between you and the lady that I see in the photo, the Donna Marie.
Yeah, so she was a case study of, she's a student, she was a client basically. Yeah.
Good, clear. Thank you.
Yeah, she was a client. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions before we go into the activities? Any questions or anything like that? No? Cool. So we're going to go through the activities. I've got a $50 prize for the person that creates the best based on what we do here. And I think what's powerful is that everyone's going to get validation of their idea here. So who's ready? Right? I'm ready. If you're ready for activity number one, $50. You know, you can go and buy yourself maybe a couple of books with the $50, or, you know, that's that. That's it. Ready, ready, ready. Thank you ever so much. Ready. Yes, Emily's ready. Tracy, Donna's ready. That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear. Okay, cool. So let's hop into activity number one. Cool. So what activity number one is basically laying out exactly who we are targeting, what is the proven outcome, and what is the unique delivery. Cool. So I'm going to model this in terms of what this offer is. And the great thing is all of us are going to get feedback on our offer and see where we could maybe tweak our offer if you want. Some people, Jay, like, I don't want any feedback, which is, you know, fine. But, you know, some people can come. I guess that's what makes it interesting here. So my niche is really experts. Experts in the US. Generally, I work with females, 90% work with men as well, but they have a proven offer. Now, the reason why I say proven offer is that if someone maybe hasn't sold anything before, it could get tricky. So they've got a proven offer that they've sold often for 4 figures. Cool. Then we move to the next category, and you will lay this out, and yeah, I'll give $50 to the best. Next line. The proven outcome is to sell 4 and 5 figure clients using, and I call this a whiteboard workshop. Whiteboard workshop is, hey, you know, you get some ideas down on a whiteboard workshop. And then finally, the unique delivery. Emily, why do you think I put an emphasis on the delivery being unique, the way we deliver. It's got to be unique. Hi, Sarah. Welcome in, Sarah. Yeah, why does the delivery have to be unique?
To be memorable, to be
Yeah,
different, to stand out.
to stand out. Emily, clearly, I know in high school you were definitely an A+ student. She was ready, definitely ready there, so that's very powerful. Amazing answer, Emily. Cool. And in terms of my unique delivery, sometimes on programs where they say, hey, I'm going to help you to hire a VA, go to Upwork.com and have 1,000 applications, or come to my school group, and in school you learn how to do this. My unique delivery is that you will get a VA installed in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you will have a VA in your business who is able to do 100 invites plus daily in 5 minutes. Cool. That's it. So that's extremely, and what's the unique about the delivery is I personally craft your 5-figure presentation, leaning on my 5 years of teaching experience. That's it. You don't have to watch Kajabi videos. You don't have to do X, Y, Z. It works like this. VA installed, fills the room for you. You can go relax on La Jolla Beach, or in Cabo, or Tiffany's in Cabo. You can chill while the VA fills your event. And then I craft a presentation for you. You just fill the event. And that's the whole essence of this. My coach who did 4 million who did 1 million from 4 events told me something very key. She said, Jay, look, just fill your event. Fill the room. Focus on that one thing. Fill the room. And then connect with people. Give them a hell of an experience in that regard. So, activity number 1. By the way, do we understand this activity? Let me know, are there any questions regarding it? Tiffany, thumbs up, all good, this activity?
Yeah, we're just sharing what we currently do, or something that we're thinking about doing.
That's a great question. I mean, if you want to pivot, what a great opportunity it could be to maybe pivot to a newer offer potentially, maybe test it out here and stuff like that. Because I know that you're helping realtors, right? Realtors with AI. Do you want to pivot from that?
No, I think more of it's like my delivery, because right now it's all me.
Okay, perfect. So maybe you could test it out here, in that regard. Tracy, are you okay? You wanted me to repeat something. Tracy, all good?
Hi, I am good, but could you just repeat the instructions again?
Yeah. So how we're going to do it is that you just write down who your niche is. I want it to be a niche that spends money, like they are able to pay for your service. I want the outcome. Sorry, what's that?
I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
And the outcome?
I want the outcome to be proven. Not what you think, but what is someone who's doing 6 and 7 figures? Like, what's the outcome with a special methodology? So Andrea, for example, might do 24-hour book method, for example. And then
Okay,
yes?
Are we to do this on the whiteboard with you as well?
I'm going to show you that in 1 second. So how you're going to do that, great question, is
Thank you.
you're going to type it out if possible. So just write niche, give it a bit of space, outcome, like write what the outcome is, and then delivery, write what the delivery is in that regard. And then put it in the chat. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes enough? 5 minutes good? 5 minutes good? Cool. I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock. And then we're going to do this live and direct. 5 minutes on the clock. Now, okay, by the way, I'm not immune to this. Just in the chat, based on this, I want to either get a yes, valid offer that is something that I would potentially spend money on, or maybe. Because the market in this trust recession only responds to yes. It doesn't respond to maybe. If there's a maybe, there's maybe an issue there, maybe where someone won't buy. So in the chat, let's go for a yes or maybe in terms of this offer. Yes or maybe. Cool. Thanks, Andrea. Anyone else? Yes, maybe. And the great thing about today is all of you will get feedback. Cool. Yes, Emily. Emily, just want to unmute. Why is this offer a yes?
It's clear, it's simple, and you would potentially help me, and I'm sure the rest of us here, like craft something from your experience so you can give me something that I don't have.
Yeah, so it's the simplicity of it. Thanks for sharing. Then we'll take Andrea quickly and then we'll get you guys involved. Andrea, speak to me.
I really love the VA because it frees my time up. And then the way you do the presentation. So all I have to do is show up and teach.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for sharing that. And with this system, I put red here because most people just try and find a niche. It's red. We're stalled at the, we're not moving. We go to amber when we have a proven outcome with something special. But I think what really works that will sell with green is the unique delivery based on implementation. It's got to be based on implementation or something implementation based so people can know that they're going to get a result potentially. Cool. We're going to put the time on the clock. 5 minutes and a half, $50 to the best laid out presentation. If you could type it and put it in the chat, let's make this happen. Let's go. Sorry, let me shift this across. Cool. If you lay it out like this, thank you. Three minutes. If you finish maybe a little bit early, just slap it in the chat. Slap it in the chat. Oh, Tiffany. Love it, love it, love it. Cool. Love this, Tiffany. You even put it in bold. Thank you. I can tell you're organized. No, Tiffany's organized. Look at
You'd
this.
be surprised.
Yeah, look at this. Perfect. Cool. All right. And I think the key is, yeah, getting that feedback right here, because if people say yes, it means that the market is going to buy it. Yeah, it means that the market will buy it because we've got some world-class coaches on here. World-class coaches, you know, Emily and Tracy. There's some great coaches. Jessica on here. Andrea. So on what's in the chat, we'll have a little chat now, Tiffany. So it's like, it's seeming like you got your experience in real estate, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool. In-person weekend. All right. Where you install.
Yeah, I've been thinking about doing like a VIP weekend rather than just, over several months.
Okay. How often would that VIP weekend take place?
I maybe I could only offer that like once a month.
Okay, no, that makes sense. I think I've got one or two ideas and stuff regarding this. Cool, we've got a second entry coming in. All right, Jessica, lovely. Or proven outcome, unique delivery. And like, if it passes this room, it means you can fill an event. You can get an event together. I think what I like about your offer, Tiffany, is that you can get these people on LinkedIn and kind of get them, on a workshop. Jessica, I know your niche very well. Again, you could get people onto a work. But also, what we're going to really focus on is less is more. Can we see how kindergarten this is? As few words as possible. And that's what we'll be looking at as well. How simple is it to understand? What did Einstein say? What's the quote Einstein said? If a 6-year-old doesn't understand it, then you don't know it. And so that's also part of what makes the whiteboard offers so powerful. It's a 6-year-old can understand it in that regard. And I think in this marketplace, it has to be simple and it has to be implementation based. So that's the whole element there. Cool. I'm looking for who's going to win the $50. That is what I'm thinking about. Everyone's going to get the book here. Yes, the $50 is on the line. Cool. O'Reilly. Tiffany, you ready, my sister?
Yes.
Cool. We'll just wait for anyone else and then we'll just... Yeah, Jessica looked good, but I think the key thing here, it doesn't matter what I think. I'm going to put myself in the market's position. And I think everyone here will also kind of give their honest opinion based on the marketplace. And if it passes over here, then it definitely passes. Yeah, thanks, Emily. No, all good. So let's open up the screen and then we will make this happen. Okay, cool. Let's get this together, share the whiteboard. Exciting times ahead. Because, like I said, if people say yes over here, that's where the money is made. We're going to start with Tiffany. I'm excited for Tiffany's offer. I used to work with real estate professionals in the UK with investment deals. So I know the niche. And yeah, I've got a good opinion on it. Cool. So we're just going to open out the screen over here. Go below, and this is Tiffany's spot right here. Cool. Look how easy Tiffany's made it. Look with the bold. Cool. All right, cool. So looking at this niche, luxury boutique brokerages, love this. Like it seems like people are able to afford your services. Okay. Outcome, humanizing AI to save time, humanizing AI save time, money, and boost productivity of brokerages. Okay. And what you're doing, so are we moving into the new area here? In-person VIP events where we assess current system tools, and I install automation and AI on the weekend events and follow up 2 weeks later. Cool. All right. I know what I think.
Your feedback on the current versus the new.
Yeah, no, I've got a lot of feedback. Don't you worry. I've got a lot of feedback based on this. Cool. So let's just get it in the chat. Based on what we see here, yes means this offer has the clarity. And how much is it? $10,000? $5,000? How much is it?
Yeah, for the VIP weekend would be 10,000.
Okay, so yeah, yes, you spend $10,000 based on what you see here. Maybe there might be something missing in terms of the clarity and something like this. Put that in the chat. Let's maybe see yes or maybe. Andrea, thumbs up for a yes, sideways maybe. Let's get some feedback. Emily, thumbs up for a yes, sideways for a maybe. Thumbs up from Andrea. Emily? Thumbs up from you as well. Cool. All right, let's get some feedback from Emily and Andrea, and then it's a maybe from Tracy. Okay, so there's 2 yeses and 2 maybes. Okay, Emily, why is it a yes from you?
I think, it's pretty clear.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, I like VIP weekends. That sounds fun.
Okay, cool. Andrea, why is it a yes from you? And then we've got 2 maybes where Tiffany can maybe see some of the feedback. Yeah, Andrea.
I really love that it's luxury, and then you have the VIP and you get some extra help.
Cool. All right. So that's that. Tracy, why is it a maybe on your side?
Okay, so I feel like it's a maybe because just the idea of not understanding what platforms we're going to use and those sorts of things that I guess could be clarified in a strategy call in that fashion.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. My take, here it is. I'd say maybe because I want you to lean into what the primary driver would be, money. And what I would want here is for you to be a bit more specific in terms of how much. So how much money specifically could they make potentially? Like, because people lean on outcomes. So if it's time, money, like productivity boost, I think they're thinking about too much. And so that's what I would do, number one, like maybe think about specific, because there's probably a money amount, right, Tiffany? Or...
Well, I mean, that would depend on the size of the brokerage. So you'd have, typically I say they would save at least 20 hours a week. And then on the money piece, I mean, if they only have 5 agents, then maybe instead of it being a number amount, it would be more of like add, 2 extra closings a month.
Yes. Yeah. No, that makes complete sense because it's like increase your closings from this to... I need something to focus on, save time. How much time? I know it might vary. Some people might do this and that, but I need something tangible. Boost productivity, how much? Agents, so I think it's the simplicity of this offer. In terms of the delivery, what my thing would be is that if I have to work for a weekend, if I have to wait for a weekend, what if I can't make that weekend? So if it would be standard that, hey, in a 2-hour onboarding session, you get everything built up rather than waiting for a weekend. I mean, that's a good addition. That's a good something, but what they can't make that VIP weekend, if that makes sense. So that might add some uncertainty there for me. And so I think it's just keep it dirt simple. And then once it's got that level of simplicity, then I think you can invite these people easily using cold email, using LinkedIn, using Facebook. I think is a really lovely offer. However, we need to maybe just keep it simple. Is that making sense?
Mm-hmm.
Is that all good?
Yep.
Cool, brilliant. Thank you ever so much. Cool. So we'll move on to the next person. Simplicity, I think, is where it comes down to, and I think the more simple, the better. So next we'll move on to Jessica. You ready?
I'm ready.
Cool. All right, Jessica, we'll look at what you're doing here. All right, let's move down. Jessica. Cool. So we're looking at Jessica's offer over here. She's focused on high-paying, high-functioning professionals and entrepreneurs, successful on the outside but struggle with overthinking. Proven outcome is clients moving from survival mode into emotional regulation, and unique delivery, trauma-filled approach, identity, lasting change without relying on willpower. Cool. So that's that. Do you want to quickly explain what you're doing here, Jessica? Just give us a little overview of this in terms of what you're doing here. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of coaches and entrepreneurs, they struggle with, self-sabotaging behaviors. I too did.
Yeah.
Because my identity was still thinking from survival mode rather than right. And so basically a lot of people need help with regulating their nervous system, shifting their identity. And I use different approaches, NLP, hypnosis, and all this, so that they're not just relying on pushing through willpower, motivation, and burning out. And it's just this whole cycle and self-sabotaging behavior. And then a lot of times you burn it all down by accident because your nervous system cannot keep up with pushing through, right? So it's learning how to work with your system rather than against it.
Okay, perfect. So looking at this, I want you to have a think. Is the clarity there in terms of, yes, I definitely buy this offer, or is there something that might be missing here? Let's sort of kind of, Emily, Tiffany, like yes in the chat or not. Let's maybe have a look at this. Thumbs up if it's definitely a yes, sideways for a maybe. Yes, maybe in the chat. Let's maybe have a look if it's got. One or two yeses here. Cool. All right, let's lean into it. You really liked it. Cool. Tracy, why is it a yes from you?
Okay, so it's a yes from me basically because I do the same sort of work, and I feel like if we can regulate our nervous system, then we can really trust ourselves more. The identity becomes clearer, as was stated before. And I think that's the basis of everything, even health, but definitely for business.
Okay, perfect. Now, Emily, I think you said something in the chat that will change Jessica's world and make this sell for 5 figures. Do you want to just lean into that, Emily?
Sure, yeah, I really like it and I do similar work too. So I like how it sounds. I just think that having maybe more specific results or like numbers is a little bit more clear.
Yes. So helping um six-figure female entrepreneurs to break through an income ceiling, or helping professional women to pivot to something more meaningful, or to not use strategy but use your nervous system in order to grow. So I think that's where the gap comes, because if the outcome isn't clear, people are not going to buy. And most people don't pay for emotional regulation or self-trust. They pay to, potentially dream relationship, avoid divorce. It's got to be clear. And once it's clear, then people buy. I think that's what's needed there. So based on this, you're an expert and I've spoken with you before, but I think what we need here is a clear outcome, because without the clear outcome, like we're not gonna sell. It could be the best chicken in the world, but if it's in a vegan festival, it's not gonna sell. And so there has to be that match. We have to know the room, if that makes sense. And when we do, then you can fill up a room very easily and sell a five-figure product, like, very powerfully there. Just like Tiffany, like clearly talented. She's helping her target market and the offer sells every day, twice on a Sunday. But I guess it's just, okay, that delivery, what makes it delicious? And is it something that's instant or something that, okay, I'm not quite sure about? Cool. Was that all good, Jessica?
Yes, thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah. And Emily knows the industry very well. So she said, like well done on that. However, if you tweak this, then people are going to actually know what's going to happen in that regard. So cool. Because the offer is everything. And if the offer is a great offer, people will forgive you if you haven't got a website. People will forgive you if you aren't the most techy. But the offer's got to be on point in that regard. Okay, next one we'll take Andrea. Let's make this smaller. And again, if this is getting the feedback here, then we know that it's something that we can move on and sell with. So experts with a proven method, outcome, a completed book that positions you for six figures, delivery, complete a questionnaire, recorded session, team, take info and create a complete book, complete a questionnaire, recorded, complete in your client voice. And also, what I find, if the delivery is something they've never heard before, it's like, wow, they're definitely going to buy it. Why? Because the delivery is completely different. Cool. Again, in the chat, Emily, Tiffany, Tracy, Jessica, it's a yes if it's, hey, look, I'm going to spend $5,000 on this. Or if it's a maybe, then write maybe in the chat. Let's sort of kind of get this done. Let's see what the market is saying in that regard. Yes or maybe? Emily, is that yes or maybe from you?
I just said maybe, just because I think like it's very clear, it's really good, it's simple, but then maybe the delivery could be a little bit more unique. But
Oh, wow.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's really good. Like I think it's pretty good.
The delivery might need to be tweaked. Okay, Tracy, speak to me. Thank you for that. Emily, I can tell you're a very good coach. You're very neutral. Like you're not too hard. You're not too soft. I like that. I like your neutrality. I can tell you're a world-class coach. Tracy, speak to me.
All right. So I feel like it's a yes, like under the guise of working with her as a life coach. But
Yep.
if it's more for if it were more under the auspice of being a business coach, I would want to have like this idea of qualifying it where I would be moving towards generating more revenue.
Okay, sorry. So it's for the book offer that you're speaking about.
Yeah, just
Oh,
for what it is, I think it's an all around, like, to be able to apply it to the 10 different like life
okay.
areas in your world. It works, yes.
Okay, thank you, Tracy. Tiffany, we'll take yourself and then we'll lay into what my analysis will be. Hey, Tiffany.
Hi, yeah, I like it, but I guess that would be a maybe just because I need a little more clarity on well, like with the outcome. Um, like how does it position me for six figures, or what more on the outcome?
More on the outcome, yeah. So potentially, like, you might add in things to do with, maybe it will make you an authority, become an authority with the book. Maybe it could mention clients, like paint the picture, speaking gigs, if that, yeah, because completed book that positions you for six figures maybe creates more questions. And yeah, these are, Andrew, your target markets in this room. And so that's ultimately, yeah. And also in terms of delivery, as Emily quite rightly said, how is the delivery different? You could have mentioned the 24-hour method, or you could have mentioned, because like complete a questionnaire, recorded session, but it's got to be something that is unique, completely unique, to disrupt. We want to disrupt the market because, ultimately, new strategy or something new shouldn't be tweaking the existing. It makes the existing obsolete. And when you make the existing obsolete, then everybody comes your way. Wow. Oh, Tiffany's the person that's able to get the AI agent running in 10 minutes, and the speed to lead is only 30 seconds speed to lead. Wow, good, okay. So it's like really leaning into something that's specifically different. It can't sound like, okay, questionnaire. Okay, she does questionnaire. They do questionnaires. That book coach does the questionnaire. This is a questionnaire. That's a question. It's got to be something uniquely different. If it's uniquely different, then it's zero competition. Is that making sense? It's got to be, and I think, here's the thing. In here, we get a second chance, which is the great thing, right? But in the marketplace, there's no second chances. And so it's almost as though making sure that the offer is laid out in that regard. Clearly the offer, someone said yes, some people said yes. Clearly it's something that works. But if you want someone to pay you 5K paid in full or 15K paid in full for your more intimate ghostwriting like projects, you got to think about this clarity. You got to think about it. So that's that. Is that all good? Yeah, because, and the reason why we're doing this is that if the offer is on point, if our offer is on point, what we can do is we can create an invitation that fills a room. That's why the messaging is so important. That's why the genesis of the invitation is the offer. This invitation filled a room with 35 Christian coaches. That's why we got to get this right. That's why we got to have the unique mechanism and everything in place. Coolio. There's some great experts here. Let's go through a couple more. Okay, cool. So next in the chat, is Tracy. I believe it. Okay, no, Camille. We'll go to Camille
I
then.
have crafted it a bit further. If you don't mind, please copy the one that I have posted in 2044 at the time at
Okay,
8:44.
no worries. Cool. I'll have a look at that. Okay, brilliant. Okay, thanks for laying it out like that. Brilliant. Cool. And again, this works at any stage, and I think nothing is more important than the offer. Like really leaning in to the offer. Let's see who's going to win the $50 here. Okay, I'm making notes here. It's close competition. Close one. Cool. We'll take this niche. Highly skilled US expats at a career identity transition, career transition. Proven outcome, one explicit decision owned and explaining, release from looping options and second guessing, and unique delivery, one-on-one, coaching and direct reflecting and things like this. Again, we're brutal. We put it in the chat. Yes means that you would spend, how much would you want this offer to be, Camille? How much would you want it to be?
Couldn't get the question, my apologies.
How much will you want the offer to be? How much is the offer?
I don't have any idea.
No worries. Okay, cool. So looking at this offer, I like the career transition. That I'd say I'd give that a tick, probably correct. They're going to spend money. But again, I think it comes down to the outcome. The outcome's got to be something that I can see, like mental energy, explicit, second guessing, self-betrayal. They're words that are descriptive, but they don't explain an outcome. I want to know why I'm spending money with you. And in terms of unique delivery, yeah, one-to-one coaching is great, but I don't make me feel as unique. Direct questions is not unique. It's got to be unique, because if you are unique, then it means that you're able to stand out and come into a market and disrupt. Because what we are aiming to do is not to improve on what's happening here or tweak it small. We want a 360 degree radical change, if that makes sense. And that's why 4 years ago, with the whiteboard method, I went from like, hey, having no advantage, doing sales calls, to say, hey, no more sales calls. Everyone's going to use a whiteboard. That's going to be your delivery. The delivery is, hey, so you really look at how you can make things different. I'm looking at this and I think this is information is dead. Tiffany, why do I say information is dead?
Sorry, my clock is going off.
Yeah. Sorry, Tiffany. Like, why do I say information is dead?
That it's dead?
Yeah, information is dead. Why?
Because you can get information anywhere.
Yeah, ChatGPT. And I think what makes the whiteboard method powerful is that we start at the level of implementation. When we start at the level of implementation, we are in the 10% of people who are actually solving the problem without having to watch Kajabi videos in school. Like, how many programs have we been in where there's like lots of videos, but there's no implementation? And then the next level above is giving unique insights. So when we give insights that are unique, then again, there's no competition. And then at the final step, it's when we are able to see identity change. We are able to sort of say, hey, we can see people. Why? Because it's not about people necessarily hearing more information or explaining. It's about people being seen. If people are seen, then that's the whole element there. So yeah, that's what I say for you, Camille, there. It's the outcome and also making the delivery unique. Cool, we'll take the last couple of these. I believe who is next, maybe Tracy, and then we go Emily. I think Emily's next. Emily, you're next. You ready, Emily?
I've made edits. Can I share the one that I've edited?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, hold on one sec. Definitely not perfect, but
Okay, when did you make the edit?
like just now. Like
Yeah, I mean, we can look at the other one afterwards, but just in terms of the competition, and stuff like that. Let's just see what you had originally, and then we can maybe have a look at the other one if that's good.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, cool. You've just given me the new ones there. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just look at this, and obviously you got the new one that's all good. Professional stock, going through transition. Professionals, you might maybe say what type of professionals they are, how much they're earning, maybe like be a little bit descriptive in it. Transmute and clear any emotion in 15 minutes with power. I guess it's what's the outcome. So is it professionals who need to get to the next income level, transition, so the outcome to be clearer there, unique delivery, transform into new version of yourself in 12 weeks. So it's like, okay, with this, yes, there might need to be a couple of changes. I know what you've maybe put in the chat might improve it. But what I might say here is to really lean into the unique method. In the chat, you mentioned the relationship intelligence method, which is good. Transmute any emotion. I think it's the outcome. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me because there's so many different outcomes. Like some people will come to me and they want to better their relationships. I do a lot with relationships, like romantic, professional, creative. So it really depends on the person. If they're like, I really want to be in a relationship, like a romantic one, or I keep having the same relationship with my boss and I'm tired of that. So
Yeah.
sometimes that's kind of hard for me. So
So here's what I'd say. If someone says something to you, believe them. So if someone pays you, so if they're paying you for relationship coaching, it could be a sign. You know, if they're paying you, believe them, is what I say. And maybe lean into it. Because how much is your program? Is it like a 3-month program?
Yeah, it's with all the bonuses and stuff that I offer, it's $2,995 for 3 months.
Here it is. If you leaned in to relationships, you could charge $6,000. Like if you leaned in. Like I actually worked with a relationship coach for a year, like selling for her in the UK. She was charging maybe £10,000, £6,000 for relationship coaching because she leaned into high achieving women who were not able to find love. There's a lot of them.
Well, I get in my head because I'm not in a relationship. So I'm like, who am I to tell people how to be in one? And I don't want people to think it's like I'm coaching them in their relationship. I'm teaching you how to clear the subconscious blocks that are blocking you from having what you want, and your relationship with money too. You have a relationship with anything.
Yeah, 100%. But if we're not catering to anybody, it's like if we're selling to everybody, we're selling to nobody. So I think it's about being brave because clearly you're a world-class coach. It's about leaning in. And when I was working in 4 years ago, I hopped into the women helping women scene. That's kind of the elephant in the room here. Like black guy, women helping women. It's like, you know, it's not necessarily what's the most. However, I was clear in my outcome. Hey, sales calls are going to be excommunicated forever. So, okay. Tell me more, tell me more. Like, what does that mean? You know, but it's because you lean in. And I think, yes, you can try and help everyone, but you're charging $3,000 rather than $10,000. Now's the time for somatic coaches for nervous system regulation. Why? As you said, it doesn't matter what the conscious mind is thinking if the subconscious mind doesn't believe, if that makes sense.
I love it. Thank you.
If I may, there is a relationship coach who has over 2 million followers who is single.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan, you can look him up.
Yeah. It's like the best coach, and I hear it is, the best coaches are not the best marketers, which is why the industry is in trouble right now. Why? Because the people who have the best results are not the best coaches. Completely separate skill. You see it in the soccer World Cup. Someone who's a great manager of egos and stuff like that wasn't the best player. The best players don't become the best coaches. It's a completely separate skill. And you are a world-class coach. You should be paid as your skill set is, if that makes sense. Is that making sense? Cool. Amazing. Was that helpful? Yeah, that's the powerful thing here. Tiffany, what's your feedback on Emily's offer there? What's your feedback? You know, because some might say, you know, Tiffany might be someone in your target market, like, but what's your feedback on what she created here?
I like it. I think, let's see, can you go back?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll do do you see it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would get more like on the niche.
Yep.
Like professionals specifically. But I like
Specifically, yeah.
I like that you put clearing it out and clearing the emotion in 15 minutes. And then I also think 12 weeks, like could you have like a shorter one? Have like different options?
Yeah, I have a month program too. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's like here, Emily, the world is waiting for you to lean in to that because it's the coaches who are being favored over the marketers, like results in advance. And that's why you're here to know, hey, look, you can sell $10,000 offers very simply by producing results in advance. And the question is, Tiffany, not whether do I start with Tiffany, but do I continue? And by producing that result in advance, people continue. Cool. I think we've got one more, and then we've got like the second activity, and then we'll do Q&A, and then cool. And I believe that's Tracy. You ready, Tracy?
Yep, I'm here.
Amazing. Tracy, is it all in one? Sorry, where's Tracy's work? Tracy, did you put it all in one, Tracy? Yes. Niche, okay. Cool, let me get this on the whiteboard. Tracy. Once the offer's there, everybody in this room, the great news is everyone in this room can fill their event with people in their target market very simply with VAs. Everyone in this room can do that because you have offers that are relevant. So niche there, outcome. And then unique mechanism, outcome. And then did you put a unique mechanism in unique delivery? Did you put that in, Tracy?
Yeah, as far as like delivery in a group program, like a hybrid group program.
Okay, we'll just have a look at this and then we'll pop into the second activity. Cool. All right, so your niche is entrepreneurs and coaches stabilizing their nervous system so they can lead, sell. Okay, you serve entrepreneurs and service-based leaders. Outcome, they become a regulated, confident leader who take clear, aligned action and grow their business without burnout or self-sabotage. Cool.
Yeah, and I just added in so that they can move towards consistent 10K months. I don't appreciate it when there are people on Instagram that say that when you choose to work with them, that they'll get you to 25K months or whatever that is. I believe that we can baby step people towards bringing in more income, but that's all just like fluff, I think. So I like the idea of just moving people towards something.
Okay, that's fine. Emily, let's get some feedback here and then we'll move to the second act. Emily, what's your feedback on this?
You know, I get it. Like, I like it. I do similar things. So, I like the words. But you know, what we've been learning here is it's better to have like less is more. Again, like some people might not know, like becoming, I guess, regulated is known now, but I like it. I think it's just maybe more like numbers. Like I can
Clarity and the outcome there. Fine. Okay. Andrea, and then we'll take Tiffany, and then we'll move to this quick second activity. Yeah.
I'm a maybe.
Yep.
I think it's maybe too much wording. If you can just bring it down some, maybe the more simple it is.
Yep. Simplicity.
Yes, but I get what she's doing, and I love what she's doing. I think the words is just too many words.
Okay, simplicity. All right, thank you for sharing that. We'll take Tiffany, and then we'll sort of kind of announce the winner. Tiffany?
I agree with Andrea. It's just a lot of words, just kind of like make it into like one sentence that's combines all of it somehow.
Yeah, cool. Brilliant. Thank you everyone for doing this. I know Cheryl's just hopped into the room as well. Great. I can see everyone is a fantastic expert here. In terms of the entry that I believed was the best, that I really like, all of them, and all of these offers will sell on the whiteboard, you know. And Camille, well done to you, Camille, because you've got a brand new offer. You had a great target market there. But I think what I'm gonna say is the best one here that I like, Tiffany. Yeah, the $50 goes to you. Although, of course, you know, you could have maybe gone specifically into things here, but I liked the target market. They're going to be able to afford it. Clearly, you've got different angles here, which are powerful. And what I love is the implementation weekend. And I think maybe making that an implementation as part of onboarding. So there's that certainty in your first week, you get a 2-hour session with my team where we, you know, collapse 1 month into 2 hours, or like maybe do something. So that's like that. So that's what I'd say there. So yeah, congrats on that. Cool. Any questions based on that first activity? Now here it is. And the great news is all of you have a whiteboard ready offer to fill your events with VAs, which is just so fantastic. Like a realization came to me. Because before on LinkedIn, I was more focused on the outcome. Yeah, you're going to succeed and get clients. You're going to do X, Y, and Z. But now on LinkedIn, I'm focused on the delivery. All right, that's a bit different. All right. On Instagram, that's a bit different. So this is platform agnostic. On cold email, people are raising their hand. Why? Because of the offer. And I think once the offer is there and the delivery is so unique, hey, I get to spend 3 hours with Tiffany. Wow, like, yeah. You have me at hello. Oh, my book in 24 hours. Oh, wow. You have me at 24 hours. Oh, with Emily, I'm going to be able to break that income ceiling in 50 minutes. She's going to release that block. Oh, my word. Tracy, I'm going to be able to excel with my business. Jessica, that trauma's going to go. Camille, I'm going to pivot from corporate to a higher paying job. With Cheryl, I'm going to be able to grow. And that's the whole element there. Now, the second, any questions before we go on to the quick second activity? Any questions here? But the great news is we are ready to, all of us are ready to fill rooms. Who's excited about that? Raise your hand if you're excited. Raise your hand. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, that's it. Jessica, she's there. Okay, we can all fill our rooms. And it's all 5-figure programs. 5-figure programs. Any questions or any feedback on that activity? Tiffany, any ahas or any feedback? Speak to me.
No, I thought this was really great. Loved hearing all the feedback from you and everyone else, and also getting ideas from feedback from the other offers as well. I enjoyed hearing them.
No, okay, that's perfect. Emily, any feedback from you?
Yeah, this is really, really great. It's great to meet everybody, and I think it's smart to be able to create connection and teach people something, and then they take away something too. So
no,
really
that's that. And here it is. Here's the most important thing that we can really look, and here's an analogy here. Here's what we need to really think about. And if we can quickly do this, like in terms of where we are right now and where we want to be in 2026, like what would that stretch be like in terms of income? So where are we now in sales? Maybe write that down on a piece of paper. Where would we want to be in terms of sales? Maybe write that down. Like for 2026. Emily, would you mind doing this with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, roughly in terms of sales, like where are you now? Like in terms of sales?
Like clients per month or money per month?
Money per month, yeah. Roughly, I know it goes up and down and stuff like that.
All right. I would say like 3 to 6.
Okay. Okay, 3 to 6. Now, here it is. And this is the final quick activity here. This book speaks about stretch goals. So what would that stretch income amount be for you?
What would the stretch be?
Yeah.
Like more like 20 to 30, or even 10. People always talk about making 10K a month, and I feel like that's just been a goal for so long and it's kind of
Yeah.
boring. So I feel like
Can we
20
stretch it to 50 for 2026?
Sure, why not?
The reason why I say stretch to 50 is I can sense you're a brilliant coach.
Oh, thank you.
Now, here it is. And we can all follow on with this. And we can be honest here. Can we be honest? Tell me, what is the beliefs that maybe this 50K, like what comes up in terms of the 50K? Because I know the mind has limitations and things, but what might it be? Is it, hey, people aren't gonna pay, or hey, people might judge me? Like whatever it is, let's play out here. What are the 3 things that come to mind here?
Yeah, I think like the judgment,
Okay.
and I think someone was talking about it, self-sabotage. Um, but yeah, like you said, or I said earlier, I'm not in a relationship, so if I focus on relationships. However, I've been thinking, and I want to help people almost like after a breakup. That's what I've been helping
Okay.
people a lot too. So I already have a million ideas, but
Okay.
I'd
What
say
else?
like judgment, and also like how am I gonna find my clients? Like how are, you
Okay.
know, And but I feel like ready to receive 50K a month. I think that sounds great.
Of course. And look, this is why we are here. And this activity, I hope, might just map this out, and it's something for us all to think of. Because if we look at the goal, thanks, Tracy. The goal of 50K is at the top of the elevator there. Emily, is there anything stopping you getting to that top of the elevator there?
The fears, judgments in my own mind.
Fears, judgment. So, but like, looking at the elevator there, is there anything stopping you from going up the elevator?
Oh, I see. I see. No.
No. How about if we have this tiger? Like, if there's a tiger at the foot of the elevator, are you going to be able to go up the elevator?
Probably not.
Because you're going to avoid, or you're going to potentially walk, maybe creep. Like, so the tiger represents this. And I think in terms of what we have over here, in terms of judgment, might it be fair to say that whatever we do, however we make, judgment will happen anyway. Judgment gonna happen anyway. It's gonna happen. That's the scenario, right? And it's like, yeah, not in a relationship. I think the key thing is not in relationship, but best coach in the world. That's what people are looking for right now. Lots of people are in relationships, right? But awful coaches. You're the best coach in the world. And so it's leaning into your greatness. I'm able to tell in a short amount of time the way you coach here. If you coach others, they get the breakthroughs. And find clients. Are there single women out there who can afford your services?
Of course.
How many is it? 5?
Probably millions in the world.
Millions to serve, who are ready. But in the subconscious mind, if we're thinking, I'm going to be judged, if we're thinking, I'm not in a relationship, and if we're thinking, there's no clients, then this will be the reality. But when we lean into this, judgment's going to happen no matter what we do. So we may as well be serving who we love. Best coach in the world. Millions to serve. And so the whole essence here is taking that lion and it's now a cat. Now, is that cat going to stop you?
No.
From climbing the escalator?
No.
No. So it's moving from the lion to the cat. Any thoughts on that?
I have a lot of thoughts.
Let's unpack. And then
no,
if anyone else wants to share, yeah.
It's all good things. Just like yeah, like when you said I'm not in a relationship, but I'm the best coach in the world, I was like, oh yeah. Like that's like you're right. People aren't looking for somebody technically who has well, sometimes this is what my brain goes to is people want to work with someone with when they have what they want. But what I have that some people might not is like peace. So whether I'm in a relationship or not. So I want to help people find more peace just being on their own. Even if you're in a
100%.
relationship, like you still have to be a lot, like you're still you, like you have to build that relationship with yourself. So that's really what it's about. Um and yeah, I do agree that there are a lot of people that, want that, to be able to trust themselves and also have relationships, whether it's romantic or
Yeah,
just, you know,
that's
um
that's that. And I think in this world, we are looking for people. Yeah, teaching that, yeah, they are okay whether they're in relationships or not, finding peace, finding the angle. And yeah, Emily, I see your greatness and being able to help people demonstrate their expertise and be paid. I think it's important. So yeah. So that's that. Yeah. Would anyone else like to do a reframe here? Thanks, Emily.
yeah, thank you so much. So helpful.
No. Yeah. Andrea, how about yourself? Because I know that we've got a 50K target. We're looking at 50K, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Looking at 50K target.
50K target. And I think, ultimately this is really kind of focused on, all right, where are you? Are you building up in terms of 5K months to 10K months?
Yes. Preparing the workshop, connecting with VA.
Cool. So it's like, I guess the question is, and this is it, right? We could be open at, what's the tiger at the stopping you from climbing the elevator? What's the tiger? Is it, will people pay me? Is it like, what's your tiger? Let's be open here. Yeah.
People will pay. The tiger for me, I believe, is the technology part.
The technology part
of selling, the marketing.
Okay, yeah.
And then reaching out to others. So that's why the VA is really good for me.
Okay.
So let's
unpack this a little bit more. Let's unpack this a little bit more. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive? Is there a feeling of scarcity there? Like, let's be honest, like, gun to the head. Could you find someone to do marketing and tech, like gun to the head? Is it really that, or is there something where maybe you're thinking, am I ready to receive? Am I worthy to receive 50? We're talking about 50K months here. Let's go a bit deeper here. Yeah.
I believe so, because I have run through 50K like no problem in time. So it's not nothing new to me.
Okay, all right, fine. Yeah.
So in my mind, technology, just like there's a roadblock there.
Okay. Mark, is there anything else? Yeah.
And then marketing. Will the people respond? If I reach out to them, am I bothering them?
Okay, pause there. So is there a fear of rejection?
I would say yes, and I would say no. Rejection don't get me to a point where I'm paralyzed. It don't get me to that point. I can still move forward.
Okay.
But it makes me feel like I don't like the judgment. I don't like thinking that, okay, they're going to be like, why is this girl bothering me? And doesn't she have something better to do? Yeah.
Cool. Fear of judgment, tech, and again, it's like a case of when you're pushing towards this 50K target and it's here, the tiger. So is this a lion or tiger? It's a lion, right? Lion, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So the lion, so it's like, if this is here, it's not gonna happen. If that's what's in the subconscious. it's not going to happen. You will find a way to either avoid or move at 0.00001 miles per hour. You know, that's what's going to happen. Avoidance or moving. And that's why people might have that belief, oh, like all women are or all men are, and they might avoid relationships because, hey, look, that's the sort of feeling that they've got there, and we know energy rules. So in terms of tech, like what we need to maybe think about again, it's outsource. Every solution exists already.
Yes, the outsourcing really helps. I love that, the outsourcing piece.
Outsourcing piece, because like there's always someone that can do any job that we want, right? In this day and age, with Fiverr, with Upwork and things like this, yes, like I spoke to someone about filling a room with 300 registrants in 2 weeks. $2,500 of ad spend, and I can get 300 people registered. Like, bang, like, okay, problem solved. So it's like, whether it be technology, traffic, or if you want to get an offer, like all the solutions exist if we step away and say, okay, what can I outsource? So it's not how, it's who. Who, not how, I believe is the question. Marketing, I think it's tap into your mission, because if you tap into your mission and it's urgent, like really urgent, then the marketing becomes automatic. And again, fear of judgment, we're going to be judged either way. So it's fear of judgment or fear of not fulfilling our purpose. Because no matter what we do, we know human beings are wired in such a way where they may not be, people have their biases, people are going to judge, but it's like if we are on our vision, it comes with the territory. So would you rather be judged? Yeah. Would you rather be judged for fulfilling your vision or judged for not? Because you're going to be judged. You're going to be judged either way.
Absolutely, fulfilling it. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And so no matter what happens, that's going to be there anyway. So we've got to tap into our inner cat, to the kitten here, and say, look, yes, may seem scary and all of these sorts of things, but hey, we're going to be judged. Like no matter what happens, we're going to be judged. So let's step into our purpose there. So, yeah. How's that, Andrew? Good?
Yes. Great.
Cool. All right, Jessica, do you want to go? And then we'll round off. Do you want to go, Jessica?
Sorry, I'm dealing with a sick kid, but I'm still listening.
No worries. And Camille, do you want to go? And then we'll.
Yeah, I would love to, Jay.
Okay, cool.
I've written down a few things. Some were similar, but I'll just go. No marketing skills experience yet.
Okay, cool. So let's get into it. So obviously you're starting off.
Where are you? Yes.
Yeah. Now, how did you find that tiger analogy? Like the tiger, how did you find?
I said in the first place it's a lion, and then I said that would work, visualizing.
Yeah, lion. I keep it going between lion and tiger. Okay, so you're starting off.
No skills in no experience / skills in marketing.
Okay,
no customers yet.
Yeah, okay, cool. So marketing and customers, thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no experience on the thing that I'm about to start, basically. I said I think I have made a decision to become a coach, but I have not yet been on the other side. I have
experience, okay, marketing. Okay, and finally?
Yeah, I don't know any community that I can get myself in that I could use coaching.
Community, okay. I know you've got a Turkish background, correct?
Come again?
Turkish background. You have a Turkish background?
Yeah, but I want to focus on the US. Sorry, EU people basically. Yes, but you're right. I come from Turkey. Correct.
Teşekkür ederim arkadaş. Teşekkür ederim. Tamam.
Ben teşekkür ederim. Tamam.
Tamam. Cool. So, how much would you like to make?
Very low. 3K per month.
Let's stretch that to 20.
No, 20 means spending a lot more time, Jay.
Okay.
I don't have that much time. Whatever.
Now, again,
what?
I guess it comes down to, I mean, we can put 3K in, but the problem of putting 3K in,
yeah,
as a goal is that it might be not so much different in terms of what you're doing right now, and so it's not a goal that's motivating you to really, get into this. Because if it's like for like, then you may as well stay doing what you're doing, if that makes sense. So I think by kind of having a 10K goal, at least it says, all right, I'd have to move into mastery here rather than, okay, 3K. Are you really in to this to grow something? Or
got your points. Yeah, let's just write down 5K then. I understand. You just trigger the emotions. I get your point.
Cool. No worries. So here's the whole element here. Now, what I'd say here is that truly what really matters in 2026 is marketing equals service. I think the best way to market yourself is by helping. So it's like, if you want to market, if marketing isn't going well, how much are you helping people? Helping. Even when you haven't succeeded. It's like 4 years ago when I hadn't had a client and I was focused on marketing. Then I stopped. Let me serve somebody. My world changed. Because when you serve, things begin to happen. Opportunities come your way. So we stepped into the spirit of service, and I created like 4 levels of energy, like when it comes to selling using the whiteboard. The first is fear. And fear is like, oh, what are they going to think of me? And, oh, okay. That makes you zero. You don't make any money if you're in the spirit of fear. Things begin to maybe improve when we step into service. And service steps into, hey, we're actually helping someone here. And that reciprocal energy really comes back. We step up when it comes to joy. Emily, like, why do you think I'm saying joy is the key to really selling? In my opinion, joy. Why is that the case?
You want to be enrolling people into something that you are passionate about and excited about yourself, so it's fun to get people involved, and
it's fun, yeah.
Your joy.
Yeah. Because if the energy is, I'm not sure whether I should or that's zero. That's zero income automatically. When you're serving, and we've all seen the people, hey, I want to serve, and you start serving, but it's not in joy, you don't get the income jumps that you get if you are at the level of joy. Joy, yes, it attracts people. Joy means that, hey, this is a carnival. Hey, look, and it comes across. What do they say? Sales is a transference of enthusiasm.
And are you referring to, my apologies, are you referring to, by service, are you saying basically, I don't know, like you do right now, doing free...
Help somebody, yeah.
Just in general, right?
Anybody, get into service, yeah. Getting into service means that we are in that momentum, but if we are in fear, we are thinking about information. Hey, okay, let me take some qualifications here. Let me take another. We've seen the people that do course after course after course after course after course after course after course. They're in, I need more information. Get serving, get moving. Pretend they've got hair on fire. If someone's got hair on fire, are we going to say, let me take a course? Let me sign up for that 10K program or 5K program if someone's got their hair on fire? Or you're going to start serving. And then at the final level, limitless. If someone says, I've not got the money, hey, there's $5 trillion in the US economy. I've not got the time. Okay, show me your phone, show me the app. Oh, you spent 3 hours on Instagram every single day. Huh? Something wrong there. Limitless means there's limitless time, there's limitless money, there's limitless leads, there's limitless speaking opportunities, limitless podcasts, limitless. And that's the energy that's all that. There's no limits. And so it's like, we have to think, what level of energy are we at? Because if it's fear, money is capped to 0. If it's limitless, then it's infinite. Experience, well, there's always people 2 steps behind. As long as we're 1 step ahead of someone, there's always someone 2 steps behind. Always someone who is going to be 2 steps behind that we can serve. Because when we put the focus on who we serve, then it's less about us. Look, I served that person, it might not lead to anything. But that's why 4 years ago, when I signed my first client, I took it away from, let me get her on a sales call, let me get a whiteboard and help this person. And then she said, Jay, could we book in another call to go deeper into this? Yeah, okay. Because I served. Yes, we were on the same coaching program, right? But she didn't say, hey, you're not the 7-figure coach. It's like, you're helping me more than a 7-figure coach. Like, I don't need Voxer. I don't need one Voxer question answered a week. I need you. I need you to help me. And then finally, community. There's millions of FB groups. Choose 10. Find 10. And you know what it comes down to? Law of averages. We didn't fall in love, or we didn't like part-time job. We didn't go for the first job. We tried 10. Start to connect. Start to find communities. Start to find people. And start to connect. Is that making sense? So it all comes down to service. Are we serving? If we're not serving, we're not in the game. It's like being on a soccer field, football pitch. If we're in fear, then okay, we are watching. We're spectating. If we are in service, we're on the pitch, but we're not really playing. We're just there. When we enjoy, we're playing great. Like, yeah. We're doing our best, and limitless, we win trophies and things. So that's what I'd say there. Cool. If there's any Q&A, I will be obviously in contact to give you all your books, and also really dig deeper into your whiteboard workshop, and let's connect to sort of kind of see how we can create your whiteboard workshop, because all of you have 5-figure offers here. If you put in the work to spread the news, and volume negates luck. So if you have 100 people hearing about your event, if you spreading the news about your event, then more people are gonna hear about it. So yeah, any questions? I've got for 10 minutes. Let's really, because I think it's been a powerful session where we've really unlocked that we are going to sell 5-figure offers in 2026, which I think is exciting. Emily, how are you feeling in terms of the shifts and things like this? That you're going to be selling 5-figure programs and really lean into your magic?
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I'm excited. I think it's a lot of newness, with 2026 coming in. A lot of new ideas, but things that I've kind of been sitting on and also want to implement. This is a really good framework. I like the visual aspects. It's really helpful to like put it down on screen or on paper. And I like the service too because I've put in so much time like for free sessions. I've had sessions and never got paid many, many times. So I'm ready to like I feel like I love being of service. I want to continue doing that.
Of course.
And like I know that I have a lot to offer. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for the encouragement and yeah, lots of new ideas.
No, and no, perfect. Any questions like while you're here or anything like that?
Would you say that I know obviously LinkedIn is like the main source for reaching out to people, but would you say like I've been thinking about joining Facebook groups and
Facebook. Yes.
I just don't want to. Like I do, but I don't. It's a lot. It's a little
Yeah, I
daunting.
mean it's a case of, and like this is the whole thing for me. Once you find that one group that has your target market in, then you really have something that can feed you for the rest of the year. And I think when I was starting out, I realized that, hey, look, all of my clients are in one specific membership. And so that's what I did. I focused on one membership and I did $300,000 in 4 years. So this is where I started my journey. So one Facebook group brought me all of these opportunities, if that makes sense. Is that making sense?
Yeah, I think I've been resistant because I know there's a lot of power in it. It's just
Yeah. And so it's like if we look through this group, is like lots of these people have become clients. And a good story here actually with Shyla. She was charging $997 before. She leaned into her expertise, which is visibility. She's got 1 million followers on the various platforms. She started to close 10K paid in full deals. Why? Tapping into visibility. That's her zone of genius. That's her joy. When you tap into your zone of joy, there becomes no competition. But if you're just serving, then it's like, okay, yeah, let me help everybody, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this and that. But by tapping into joy, 5-figure clients from 997. And that's the whole element of why we tap into joy. And if someone's done the hard work, there's another group, like Women Helping Women. Someone's done the hard work of getting those people in the room. You could connect with people. There's coffee chats, conversations in there. They've done the hard work for you. Yeah, in that regard. So, brilliant. No, thank you, for that. Look forward to crafting your whiteboard workshop. Also getting the book to you. No, 5-figure, it's in you, right? And I think that's everything that we need is within, and it's your brilliance within. It's in you. It's nothing external. It doesn't matter in that regard. Andrea, how about yourself? Any shifts today? Anything? Yeah, any shifts today?
Yeah, there were some shifts today to connect the outcome, like how you're going to make the 6 figures.
Yeah.
So adding, speaking, the stuff like that to it.
Yeah. People said yes to you in the room. They were just maybe, okay, how do I tweak things here? Like what does that mean? But the offer works. You just got to lean into your magic. And you've got 5-figure deals, 15. I know some people that are charging 25K for ghostwriting.
Yeah.
And you know them as well, right? So who are we going to be? Are we going to be Fearful Fiona serving Susie, Joyful Juliet, or Limitless Lara? If we're Limitless Lara, we don't say, oh, I've not got the money. I've not got the money. I've not got the time. I'm not sure. People are suffering out there.
Yeah.
And are we going to let a few $1,000s stop us from achieving our purpose? Are we going to let children stop us? Because we can sometimes, like some of us got kids, like, oh, I can't do it because of the kids. I can't do it. But you have to do it because of them. As Ryan Holiday says, the obstacle is the way. The obstacle is the reason. If I've not got the money, hey, look, this will help me get the money. If I've not got the time, getting this system will save me time. If my husband doesn't trust me, okay, time to trust myself here, because, you know, those shifts won't come, for example. So perfect. Jessica, then we'll take Camille, and then we'll round off this session. Jessica, speak to me.
Hello. Sorry
Hello,
about that.
hello.
I have a sick kid in the back.
No, all good, all good.
But I'm still here, okay?
Well, this is what doing whatever it takes means, because I think she knew. She thought, okay,
Yes.
I need the anointing today. I need this anointing. Yeah, but yeah, speak to me.
Yes, you've helped me get more clear on my offer, and I'm realizing I don't have to help those who are 10 steps behind me. I can help those that are only 1 or 2 steps behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So today I realized, okay, my big offer can be for entrepreneurs. It can be for other coaches, right? Like, it doesn't just have to be for, you know, stay-at-home moms type of thing. So yeah, that was a big breakthrough for me, because my work can help so many people. It's just getting really specific on who I'm helping and who really wants to do the work. Because I seem to be attracting those that are wishy-washy, that are like sort of into it. I want it more than them, and I'm tired of it, frankly.
Yeah, but I think, I guess the clarity starts with us being brave and thinking, who can most benefit from my work, and am I communicating that? Am I communicating who can most benefit? And am I leaning into it? And again, you were in a room with women who have probably invested between maybe 100K to $500,000 maybe in what they've done. And so it's like, if you're getting the validation here that what you have works, then I think it's a case. And with yourself, is it something that you want to wait 6 months to start doing, or?
No. People need my help now.
What's stopping you? Like, is it time? Is it money? What's the block? What's stopping you from closing some 5-figure deals tomorrow?
Nothing.
No, but I guess, yes, nothing. But if we're honest, and look, you're on here right now, right? And so it shows it's never too late, right?
Right.
What's the tiger? Let's be honest. Sorry, lion. I keep on interchanging. But what is the lion stopping you? Like, and we can be transparent. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it time? Is it kids? Is it like what is the lion? Because we all have the lion. Otherwise we'd have the result.
I think I'm afraid of success. And I know that sounds crazy. I'm no longer afraid of failure, because I've already done that and overcame failure. But I've never been more successful than my husband.
Okay. Success. Okay.
Woo! Yes,
Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah. And what else? Yeah, okay. Success. What else?
Well, I know I still have some limiting beliefs around time. Will it take time away from my kids and family? Because I'm still working on balancing my time, because I can get very hyper focused and just go full speed ahead and, get off balance with my daily life.
Okay. And
right.
I guess finally, what's another one?
Yeah, like just letting my health go to the wayside because I'm so focused on helping other people that I'm forgetting myself.
Okay, fear of success.
Like forgetting myself, like putting myself last. I don't want to do that pattern again. I've done that many years.
Okay. No, that makes complete sense. Now, I guess it comes down to people are suffering, like people need the help. And so, will you help? Will you help? So, I guess if we look at the word fear, fear could either be, hey, forget everything and run, or we can sort of kind of step into the whole power and say, hey, look, this is what people desperately need. And that's why if you don't sell something that you really tap in and it's urgent, it's got to be hair on fire. Is it a hair on fire problem? Or is it a nice to have? Because if people's hair is on fire, if it's hair on fire issues, then the success really comes with helping others, and the money is the byproduct. Right. We start serving. Like if it really is something, like Emily helping out the people that need to get regulated in their relationships, Camille helping people that need to pivot, Andrea helping people to get their books in 24 hours. If it's a hair on fire problem, the success isn't with us. The success is with others. We're serving others, and then the money's reciprocal energy. So if we're focused on ourselves and me, then it's like are we serving others? Time, family. Well, we all know VAs create the right systems. And again, health, well, yeah, we can have the right support systems. And so what I really truly believe is that the external is a reflection of the internal. Internal leads to the external. And so, and here it is, right? Emily, if I put your head underwater for maybe 20 seconds, what are you thinking of doing right there? Like, what are you thinking about? Food? Are you thinking about, like, what? Your head's underwater. What are you thinking about?
It'd probably be scary.
Yeah, but what do you want to do?
Want to get out?
You want to breathe? You want to breathe, right?
Survive.
Yeah, you want to breathe. You want to survive, right? And so that's what you will be really leaning on. And I think when our vision, I guess, to serve is like that need to breathe and survive, like internally, it's going to reflect externally. And so what I'd say is kind of get the internal desire to serve and to help. And then that's the external thing is a byproduct. This is the cause over here. Cause, I guess, an effect. So I think it's sharpening the cause. Hey, do I really want to serve? Am I showing it? Because if I really want to serve, it's going to happen. So it's intensifying, I guess, the internal drive, which is why I love what I'm doing. Why? Because it aligns. I could be trying to teach AI and teach people in construction, but internally it's not what I'm on this earth to do. Find what you're on this earth to do, lean into it, get the right people around you, start serving. That's what I'd say.
And have the right systems in place to make our life easier.
Yeah, have the right systems in place. Yeah. Have the right systems in place. But I think we've discussed before your magic, right? In terms of what you have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like the women in this room have validated your magic. Like, obviously I've spoken with you before, and I see the magic that you have. And so it comes down to a decision. And that decision comes to, am I going to fulfill? Because like, I think I've laid out some ideas for you, right? It's like, people are going to pay you, but it's like, and this sort of kind of fits with Emily as well. Why are they going to pay you? Well, emotional mastery is the issue, not strategy. Every woman has a problem that you can solve. So find women who have income, problems. Everyone has a problem, whether it's relationship or pivoting or whatever. If you can help people to release blocks, that block could be anything, right? And the cost of inaction is divorce. The cost of inaction is bankruptcy. What's more expensive, a $10,000 program or these things? And so it's like, Jessica, your roadmap is here, but it's like, how much do you want it? And I guess your want is shown not by what you say, but by, I guess, the action that comes from the internal drive, if that makes sense. Yeah? Mm-hmm. That's it. Like, the blueprint has been drawn out, but it's like, what would seven-figure Jessica do with that blueprint? What would seven-figure Jessica do with that?
Well, we all know.
No, tell me.
I'd be running.
Well, what would you do?
I would be in a lot more groups. I would be marketing more. I would be doing more lives. I would be hosting more workshops.
Pause there.
Yeah.
Pause there now. Yes, do, but it's being the person that shows up consistently, being the person that gets in the right rooms, being the person. And that's the power, being that person.
Yeah.
And that's that. When is our next event going to be? Emily, I want you to commit. When is your event going to be? When is your event going to be? Pick a date. 2 weeks time?
2 weeks? I can't do it in 2 weeks. I'll be out of town. Maybe in 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Okay.
Pick a date. Pick a date now. Pick a date and time. Angela, I think you've got your event. Jessica, when is your event going to be? In terms of, pick a date and time.
2 weeks self-sabotage.
What'd you say, sorry?
2 weeks, and it'll be focused on self-sabotaging behaviors.
Give me a date.
January. Hold on.
Look at the calendar. Tuesdays are quite good. Tuesdays could be 5 p.m. EST. You know, that type of thing. Andrew, I think you've got your event and stuff like that. All been sorted with your VA? Everything there in terms of the VA? Ready for that, Andrea?
Yes, we're touching bases.
Okay, cool. Camille as well, like, when are you gonna, I know you might not be ready for an event, so to speak, but when are you gonna start coaching people? I think that's when you're gonna start helping some people.
Yeah, the training and everything is not gonna end before the end of April or so, but my goal is to have a draft website / the thing that we do crystal clear, ready to be shut out to the, I don't know, whatever